Alrighty, gang. Let's get a start here now. Um, so this is going to be episode 2 of Road to Glory Challenge. My name is Simon Munoz, also known as Apple Punch Out on the TEW boards. And let's take a look at where we are at the moment. If you weren't here for the last episode, we can see I shaved. It's horrible. I had to shave for my job. So here's our roster. A bunch of really great guys. Let's look at just the in-ring performers. Austin Smooth, Kip Conduit, Claire Winters, Cobra, Faith McGee, TEW, Jay and Joe, Joe G, Juliet King, who I didn't originally want to hire but ended up with. Lobo, that's me. Maria Guest, Mary, who is Aerial Breaks redone. Jane Doe is Sarah Shine, with a new Melvin Otto, Phobia, and Seth Whitehead. Let's take a look at my character, just for now. We've already gone through 1 month. Let's see if there were any kind of growth in my my skills. Let's take a look. Track progress. Oh, did I not move to the last day? We're not in February yet? Did I totally forget to do that? Nope, Sunday week 4. Ha ha ha! And that's what happens when you forget to do stuff. So let's move on to February and try and figure out some stuff. Loading. Okay, so even though there are 16 people on my roster, as you'll see, I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on each of my shows, except for the last one. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, you are going to lose tons of money when you're doing a Road to Glory challenge, and that's fine. A lot of people are like, oh, I lost so much money. It's okay. You have 1 year to be able to get yourself a year before they start giving you financial warnings, and then another 6 months before they will fire you or before the company will go bankrupt. So you basically have 18 months to start getting in the black. So you can spend some of that money early on. I wouldn't spend it on production value, but I spend it on workers. All right. Now we can take a look at me. See if anything went up. Skills. Track progress. A little bit of raise in brawling and pure resu. Not that that matters. My flashiness went up. That's always good. Mat wrestling, aerial submissions. But that's not where all the fun is. All of my performance skills went up. It's nice. Psychology and safety both went up by 2. So did consistency. That's not bad. None of my physical stuff went up. Oh, my acting and microphone skills went up. That is always good too. Others don't really matter. My respect went up by 1. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do here is, as you can see on my roster here, I've adjusted the pushes and I've adjusted their overnesses. Started at 12. You see Austin Smooth is already up to 17. Faith McGee is up to 16 from 12. Jane Doe has jumped 11 points from 0. Joe G jumped 8 points from 2. That's all great. But here's the thing. So these were their contributions to each match rating. If you look in each match, it'll tell you how much each person contributed to the match, what their overall score in the match would be. So basically, this thing right here adds them all up and averages it by the number of matches that they want. So like I said, when I hired people, I hired them based on the idea that 8 of these workers would be my core workers. And I'll probably keep them through quite a bit of the game. And the other 8 will be jobbers. They'll be the guy whose job it is to lose. I'll get rid of them in 6 months and bring in 8 more jobbers. If I like any of those jobbers better, I'll bring them in. So the first thing we want to look at is who can we invest in. So right now, as I showed you in the creative screen before, hot prospects, as you can see, I'm in the hot prospects. I'm a big star. I have the potential to become a big star, which is a lot of overness, and an exceptional in-ring talent. And the same thing here with Cobra. We'll see that he's a dark horse, but fantastic in-ring talent. So he won't be like a main event star ever, but he'll be a great mid-carder because he has fantastic in-ring work. Or can get to fantastic in-ring work. So the 2 people I want to concentrate on a lot right now are, as you can see, Big Star Exceptional, myself, and Big Star Really Fine, which is the 3rd from the top in things. So they're going to be kept around, Big Star, myself, and Phobia. Now the other way, right now at least, is I want to look at, you can come here, let me, average match rating, number of matches. Let's make all of this bold. Okay. So we're going to come here, and we're going to sort by the average match rating and determine who we want to keep on. Average match rating. So these are guys who are going to, sorry, we should do that largest to smallest. So I know I want to keep Phobia around, right? I'm just going to highlight them for myself. And I know I want to keep myself around. Well, then we got to look at who's giving us the best match ratings. Austin Smooth is giving us some good match ratings. And I believe he is teaming with Seth Whitehead as Rebel Yell. So we want to keep Seth around too. So we got 2 faces and 2 heels. Now looking at this other stuff, Laura Flame is an excellent competitor. And she is teaming with Juliet King is no nonsense. Now, Juliet King is way down here, as you can see. She's not going to be putting on great matches. She's also only become a very, very good worker, so I'm going to can her at some point. But right now, I'm going to push her toward the top of my card with Laura Flame, who is injured and my champion. But whatever. We'll look at Laura Flame over here. She's going to be a really fine worker. And next big thing in terms of really fine workers. So she's going to be just a great in-ring talent to have around. But only a dark horse, so she'll end up being a mid-carder at best. But that's okay. Right now, I'll push her higher. So that's another heel team. It's not another face team. So my choices here are Mary and Jane Doe, or Joji and Gadayu. I really like Joji and Gadayu. I just like them. I don't know why. But Mary and Jane Doe might be a better choice. So Joji's going to become a fantastic worker, while Gadayu has only become very, very good. And then we have to look at Sandra Shine, who's going to be an exceptional worker, although never a main eventer. And her and Aerial Breaks is going to be a fantastic worker and way high on the fantastic, like the next big thing in terms of great in-ring work. So we're going to keep Mary and Jane Doe around. These are the guys I want to push. Now, everyone else loses. So we're going to put them in the way. So Bubblegum Pop and Rising Sun are our lower guys. Rebel Yell and Everyday Heroes. No Nonsense and the Nightmare Warriors. And we'll put the Fight and the Dog and the Cult of the Snake back toward the bottom. So they're going to lose. So we want to revolve all our stories around around these guys. All right. So we need to set up a couple shows. I do 4 shows and a big show. We'll just I'm gonna take last month's shows. I'm gonna copy them here, and I'm gonna move them to a blank sheet for later. And then I'm gonna delete all of this stuff right here. All right, and we're gonna start again. So Laura Flame is my champion, but she's going to be out for a while. She's injured. She's going to be out for 17 days. So 2 shows that she's not going to be able to be on. But we got to figure out what we want to set up. I'm not going to need these many. Yeah, I'm not going to need this again. We'll set this up and we'll adjust it some when we get there. So, what do I want my matches to be on my final show? So, I'm going to feud the Nightmare Warriors. I'm going to feud all these guys together, building toward the top. And when we get there, what I like to do is make it so that you don't just get rematches and you have to earn your spot. So right now, with a small roster, we're going to do, you got to get 3 wins. We're going to announce that on our next show with the thing. Madam Bat announces rules for title. Excellent. You have to win 3 times to be able to challenge for the title. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shows. So our 5th show be the big one. So who should challenge for the title on the first one? I think a good match is going to be Laura Flame versus Austin Smooth. They're obviously our 2 best performers. I want to put that match on early. I don't want Laura Flame to lose the title right away. Over Austin Smooth. Okay. Then we have the remaining 6 workers. What should we do with them? I think we can do a tag team match between Everyday Heroes and the Nightmare Warriors. How we get there, I don't know yet. I'm going to put the heels go over in the big match. I'm going to put the faces over here, even though that means I'm losing. Everyday Heroes over the Nightmare Warriors. And then we're going to do a little bit of oddness, and we're going to have Austin Smooth and Laura Flame's partners team up. And they're going to take on the Rising Suns. They're going to need a win. So, it's Juliet King and Seth Whitehead over Bubblegum Pop. Well, sweet. Then we'll take our last 3 teams. We'll add a 4th match here at some point. And who do I like? Joji's up there at the top. He's put in some good performances. I'm going to give more faces a win by putting Rising Suns over, what is this team's name? Fighting the Dog and Cult of the Snake. Cult of the Snake. All right. So she announces that there's going to be wins, so we need to get some big wins here. So we're going to put Juliet. Let's now. do another shift. Sort my data. Just remove this outright. Oops, down, push disposition, and then current tri-state popularity, largest to smallest. All right, so we need to move Phobia up, and myself as well. I'm way at the bottom as lower mid-carder. We're going to give Phobia a big win here. Going to Phobia win over Faith McGee, and I think that's going to be a great match. That'll probably be the best match on this card. 29.75 match rating, 29. So that could be like a 29 match rating. Phobia over Faith McGee. Juliet King is going to need a win. And we're going to put her over Joji. Down here. Juliet King over Joji. That actually will probably be one of the worst matches on the card. So we have Rebel Yell left. And we're going to put Rebel Yell over Cult of the Snake. Because they are going to take a win. Now this is going to help us build momentum for everybody. So let's make this a big storyline. New storyline. Fighting for title. Austin Smooth, Seth Whitehead, Jane Doe, Mary Mary. Gotta add workers. Laura Flame. Her tag partner Juliet King. Myself. And my tag partner Phobia. Blanking here. Alrighty. Then we'll ally Austin with Seth. And Laura with Juliet. Oh, no. Who else do I have to align? Oh, Mary Mary with Jane Doe. Oh! Make some mistakes. All right. So it's one win for Phobia, one win for Juliet King. The next one around we'll give we'll give Austin Smooth a win. And Seth Whitehead a win. Okay, which is nice. They're going to go over some other talent who hasn't been used yet. Who are our heels right now? Cobra's toward the bottom. Melvin Otto. Kip Conduit. Who's Kip's partner again? What the fuck is in Fight of the Dog? Claire Winters. Okay. Where's Claire Winters? Claire Winters is way down there too. But Claire Winters had a really good showing, so we'll make that top match Austin Smooth over Claire Winters, because that'll be an amazing match. We want someone from the other side. Melvin Otto put on a slightly better performance than Cobra over Melvin Otto. I got to give the heels a big thing, so we're going to take myself, the Nightmare Warriors, and put us over the Rising Suns. All right. So now we got to get someone to 3 wins. I want to get 2 people to 3 wins before. 2 people to 2 wins. So right now we're going to do some things. We're going to put Austin Smooth over, I forget who he fought already in the lead up. Match history. Phobia, Kip Conduit, and Juliet King. Well, he's beaten all these guys. At this point, I'll let him beat me. He's a good talent. He'll train me a bit. And I think we'll give... Who's the other one who hasn't won anything yet? Well, I haven't given anything to Mary Mary, and we're going to make Jane Doe and Mary Mary fight each other. Jane Doe over Mary Mary. Quite contrary. How does your garden grow? By this time, she'll be back. So we're going to put No Nonsense over Bubblegum Pop. Woohoo! All right, so we're going to have a 4-way, I think. Who's taking a 1? Jane Doe, Seth Whitehead, Phobia, and Juliet King. I think the best thing to do here would be Phobia over Juliet King, Mary, and Seth Whitehead. And then Phobia will have 2 wins, and Austin Smooth will have 2 wins. We're going to put Austin Smooth over Phobia for the win. So the thing is, we don't have any tag teams here who are not, because half of tag teams are already there. We're going to give Laura Flame a singles win over one of our lower cards, so it's not a great match. Kip Conduit will take a loss. Laura Flame over Kip Conduit. I think this match will not be as good as this match, and we're going to move that. So here we're going to have a 4-way match, which is going to change the timing. So let's check. Matches. A standard 4-way match is 3 minutes of time. So if that's 8, this becomes 11, 11, 13. Sweet. So let's figure these shows out. So the first show is going to be Madam announces the rules for the title. We can now move on to our first show. Phobia is going to be going into this saying that he's going to take the title. Phobia. No. Nightmare Warriors, both of them. So the title belongs to someone truly evil. Okay. That's still going. Seth Whitehead. Oh, let's just Whitehead tells Smooth they both deserve to win. Who's already on this show? We should do, because we're trying to keep too many people off the show. Nightmare Warriors confront Rebel Yell. They're basically going to tell them, back off. Okay. Still moving through, so while it's going, we have time. No nonsense. Except Laura is back. And she's going to prove she deserves to be champ. Right here, we'll do Austin Smooth. Congratulates Jane Doe. Oh, there we go. We're ready for our next show. So, moving right along, here comes our next show. Yeah, probably some bad stuff. Phobia, what did he do? He was late. I don't care, whatever. Kip Conduit got into a fight. Stern warning. Juliet King. Damn it! Soft drugs. She was smoking pot. I honestly don't care that much. Slap on the wrist. Except her personality grew worse now. Ha! I'm going to end up having to get rid of half of these things. Alrighty then. We're going to hold expired times. Pick best venue. Okay. So, what did I say we were going to do? It's a matter about Bat announces rules for the title. Which means she's going to... I'm going to add angle, freestyle. Oh, Laura's injured, I forgot. So this is a thing that I always hate. You can use injured workers, but if you set them to injured, they actually won't show up in the list. So I need to go in here and set her from not assigned to personality. So you should remember that at home, boys and girls. So Madam Bat is going to announce the rules. She's going to announce them to Laura Flame. Laura Flame's tag team partner is Juliet King, so they're all going to come out. Entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. 5 minutes. But this doesn't really put anyone over. They're not putting themselves over, so it's no one gets any bonuses into the storyline. There we go. Oh, worker cannot be both announcing. I forgot she's an announcer. None. There we go. Then we're going to put our first match, which is Juliet King over Joji in 8 minutes. So it's an all singles match. Oops. Juliet King over Joji. 8 minutes. Juliet King. You know what? I'm actually going to make this match shorter. 6 minutes. I think this match can stand to be longer. 14 minutes. And I do this because I'm going to turn this into a 6-minute squash match. Domination. It's already set to scripted, I believe. It's a decisive win for her. Sorry, Joji. I've assigned no road agent. Madam Bat. Okay. Must have been something I forgot to do before. Let's assign Madam Bat as a road agent. Let's make sure she can never change again. Okay. Rebel Yell and Cult of the Snake, a nice 10-minute match. Super easy. Rebel Yell. Cult of the Snake. Seth Whitehead's going to lose some stuff later, so let's let him pick up a win here. Open. Decisive. So here we're going to add the Nightmare Warriors are going to say that only the truly evil deserve the title. So 4-minute promo. That's me. And Phobia will be shooting on Laura Flame. Oops. Oh, did I do this again? God damn it. Alright, because I reset the whole roster, Laura Flame is now set to not assigned again. And I need to assign her back to a personality because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, try this again. Laura Flame. Phobia. Me. Laura Flame is not actually on screen. It's just the two of us, and we're putting ourselves over, so we'll give ourselves minor successes in this storyline. That's usually what I do. Minor successes if you're putting yourself really over in a story, in a promo. Okay, and then we get our final match of the night. Phobia and Faith McGee. Should be a decent bout. 14 minutes. Okay, Phobia. We need one car crash. I think that can be this one. Set it to open. And then I'm going to set it to tainted because Phobia and I are cheaters. We're cheating cheaters who like to cheat. And I'm going to end. There's our 45 minutes. Let's see what we got today. 32 on that angle is not horrible. Madam Bat, with her slight better overness and skills, help with that one. Then we have our opening bout, which is 26, which is about what I thought it would be. So, Juliet King's performance here was 20, and Joji's was 34. All right. 35. That's a big match. Let's see what happened here. Seth Whitehead was off his game. Oh yeah, I forgot that these two don't connect, but whatever. I'm not gonna really worry about it. Austin Smooth pulled a 39 performance. Seth Whitehead pulled a 29 performance. Melvin Otto, 24. And Cobra, 25. So, Seth, 4. Sweetness. Then there's another big promo. We're not actually that good yet, but we'll get there. And boom, 31. Not as good as the other match. I knew I should have put that tag match last, but whatever. I did what I did. Faith McGee's performance is 27 to Phobia's 29. Faith McGee has 5 matches under her belt now. Phobia has 4. Still not horrible. So, if I copy these numbers and put them here and put them there, I have to switch this because the higher rating one is actually the first one. So our show is going to come out to 30.9, so maybe 31. 31 increases us in one region. Sweet. That is a decent show right there. I have some Coke here. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. So what do we got to do here? We're going to move on to our next show. Advance to next show. While it's advancing, we'll go down here. We'll continue this. So Austin Smooth is going to put Jane Doe over here, although Mary will be right there with her. No Nonsense is going to put over Laura and Juliet. I need to put over... Who are the other people? Here we go. We're going to do Smooth says all 4 competitors and do it. And he can't wait to face any of them. Laura Flame's going to put herself over, but Laura Flame says no matter who wins between Smooth and Phobia, that person will lose to her. Alright, so there you go. It's not bad. Do. Did I upload the first video? Okay. Oi, 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 oi. So if we do a full 60-minute one here for this show, we're gonna need a fourth match. So I'm gonna move these down. And probably a third promo. 18, 15. So this is going to be 5, 10, 15 minutes of promos. Oh, stopped our multi-advance. All right. So we're on to our next show. Let's see all that crap that happens backstage this time. Western Gymnasium is chosen, even though it sucks. Julia King was a bad girl again. Stern warning. Kadayu, late for scheduled meeting. Slap on the wrist. Okay. So again, we're going to have to pick best venue. And let's... So, no nonsense warrior. Nightmare Warriors confront Rebel Yell at the beginning. So we'll add an angle. And this is more just to get a good rating for the good rating and trained skills. Good rating for the to start the show and training skills. Oop. But nobody really goes over or under here. It's kind of a back and forth. I'm going to add a match. Tag team match. Nightmare Warriors. What did I put us over? Rising Suns. I think it's going to be a fairly decent match. 8 minutes. I really need to get some wins under my belt. I think this can be the car crash match of the night. Just go out there and bring it all in. But we're bad guys. We're cheat to beat these excellent talent. Then I got to put Seth Whitehead over Melvin Otto. Give our aspiring babyface a nice clean win. Seth Whitehead and Austin Smooth are talking about going after the title. Now, because Melvin Otto and Claire Winters are not in this storyline, these two wins, which are wins in the storyline to get toward the title, will not count toward the storyline. Will not count toward their momentum in the storyline. So because they're both taking wins that will not be counted for in the storyline, I'm going to give them successes here, which will represent those two wins right there. And I should find a way to really do that to everyone who kind of wins a match against a nobody to move himself forward in the story. But whatever. And then we'll get a nice match between Austin Smooth and Claire Winters. This should be an excellent match. 12 minutes. Austin Smooth will take a decisive win over Claire Winters. So, let's have at it again. Show opens with a 33. Very nice. Gaining some heat. Strong start. Got the crowd hotter. Sadly, no one made any improvements in skill. 34. That is a good match. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Joji contributed 37. Phobia contributed 36. Gadayu 27. And I contributed 22. Because I'm not the world's best worker. So Joji goes up 1. Phobia goes up 1. Gadayu goes up 1. I go up 1. Then we have our next match. Seth Whitehead over Melvin Otto for a total of 29. Obviously, that should have been the opening match, but whatever. Any worker improvements? None. All right. 28 for Seth Whitehead and 27 for Melvin Otto. So they have a pretty even, and it looks like their skill's been growing over time. Seth Whitehead now had 6 matches. Melvin Otto has had 5. Okay. I get another 33. These guys put on some really good stuff. And last but not least, match of the night, 34. I knew it would be good. Oh, it was as good as my tag match in the beginning. Austin Smooth, 42. Claire Winters, 33. Once it's 10, I don't have to change these numbers anymore, but right now I kind of do. So, let's take a look. Calculates that my show will be a total of a 33 rating. 32. I used myself too much on the show. Well, that happens, and it's going to keep happening. So there's that. All right. Main match. And we'll have 2 matches there. I need to add 9 minutes. 8, 10. 11. Oops. I think something's going to come up because I got to check the tag teams there. Okie dokie. End of the... I always check these because I got to do times. So it's going to be a triple tag team match, which takes 4 minutes. I knew it. 12. 9, 11. These are all short. So while they're doing that, we're going to move to our next show. So once I have these shows set up, I just blow right through them, right? This is going to need to add 49 plus whatever this is divided by 2. And for this one, and then we add the third angle times 0.1. For this, we'll add that. And over here, we'll add that. And that's done. All right, well, it's still going through. All right, so let's open the show. The big show will open with a confrontation between No Nonsense and Rebel Yell. And after this, No Nonsense attacks Seth Whitehead, save by Austin Smooth and Everyday Heroes. And this one, the Everyday Heroes say they'll be next. Oops, I can't spell next apparently. Next in line for the title. Okay, multi-advance stopped. I got an email. Laura Flame returns from being injured. Excellent. What does she want to push as? Main eventer. You don't say. She's my top dog. Let's see what shenanigans are happening today. Oh, but Madam Bat took care of both of these things for me, so I don't have to. You know what? I should have been doing this all along. I want to make some friends here. I can't make myself friends with anybody. But who am I keeping around? I think it's Phobia. And I want Phobia and Laura Flame to be friends. Positive meddling. No effect this time. Well, we're going to keep trying. Pick a venue. We're on our third show. So No Nonsense is in the ring. That's Laura Flame. Juliet King. And she's really putting herself over as champion, saying there's no way that she deserves to be champion. But this has to be part of the storyline, so we got to put someone in there. So we're just going to tag in Austin Smooth. He's not rated on anything. He's off screen. These guys are rated on entertainment. And Laura puts herself over. After that, No Nonsense is going to win a match. Over Bubblegum Pop. Let's take a look. 8. You know what? I'm going to do this again. I'll make it a 6. 6 and 8. 14 and 16. Laura Flame is going to take the win. This is going to be a match where the two no-nonsense competitors dominate and take a clean win. Here's where Jane Doe is forced to fight her own partner, Mary. Quite contrary. How does your garden grow? I think this match would be pretty good. I'm going to put Jane Doe over. It's going to win decisively because it's a clean win. But you know what? We're going to not tank Mary too much. Bring down the match grade, but we're going to keep her strong. And this is the point where Austin congratulates Jane Doe. Mary is also going to be present. So we have Austin Smooth, Mary, and Jane Doe. Now, as before, at least for this one, Jane Doe does not get a boost in her momentum in this match for taking a win over her tag partner because they're allied. So we're actually going to give Mary a success and Jane Doe a defeat in terms of their storyline progression, just so that we know where they are in terms of fighting for this title. Then we have our last match. Austin Smooth will get a storyline progression here, and I'll take a storyline loss because we're both in the storyline. He's facing me. 14 minutes. We're going to put on a car crash of a match. Just spots and fun. Would keep me strong too. I can't be... open. I like it. Let's make sure Austin Smooth takes these clean wins. So, let's see what we got right now. Wow. That's a good opening for this show. Storyline, getting the crowd hotter. Nobody's getting any boosts. A 31 match, that's not horrible for such a small fed. So let's oh, Laura's still down at the bottom. Juliet King put in a 24 performance. Faith McGee put in a 28 performance. Who's her tag partner? Maria Guest, who hasn't had a match in a while. Maria Guest is good. She's putting on a 34 performance. And then finally, Laura Flame down here at the bottom because she's still listed as injured. 41. Okay. Our next match, Jane Doe and Mary. It's only a 28. Maybe I should have put that on first. I'm really not I'm not getting these done right. Jane Doe's performance was 33, as it should have been. She's still doing well. Mary's performance, however, was only a 28. She's fluctuating in her workers are improving. Okay. No workers are improving skill. 29. And final match, 36. This is a great match for this federation this small. And that's all on the back of Austin Smooth. I was off my game. I was visibly tiring. I just wasn't doing well right there. So Austin Smooth put on a 46. 46. And then I put Put on an absolutely horrible 17 because we went too long. But still, Austin Smooth saved that match. The only thing we have to make sure goes on here is this changes. 33, 36. Okay, 34.04. I'm going to have been overused, so it'll probably be 33. There you go. I don't like that mask for Atlantis Jr. I like the old masks for Atlantis Jr. You have a yellow one? You had a yellow one, right? Big fan of the old yellow mask. Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, there's some stuff. What's going on? Ooh, Melvin Otto and Claire Winters are dating. I don't want to keep either of these two people around. Oh well. Then we want to move forward. We want to move forward as long as no one's complaining. So we have two last matches, two last shows. 4 and the Big Show. I don't think I made a Big Show name. That could be a problem. Now it's just the loading times. So I think by the end of this, we'll see some big gains. We'll see some momentum for my top workers. All the bottom workers will have no momentum because they're jobbers. That's their job, to be just put out there. Put out the pasture. Sometimes I like to do wins and losses, singles wins and losses. Is this where I usually have my list? This is not winning. So you do singles wins because you want to figure out who is on your list for being the top dog. Okay. Let's move Laura Flame up to the top. She is, after all, our champion. So Laura Flame is the champ. She doesn't need wins, right? Il Jaguar. So let's see who took wins here. Juliet King and Phobia took wins in the first one. That's Juliet King has 1 win. Phobia has 1 win. Seth Whitehead and Austin Smooth both have 1 win. 1 win. Jane Doe and Austin Smooth get another win. So Austin Smooth is up to 2. Jane Doe is up to 1. All right. So Phobia wins over all of them. So here's what happens when Phobia wins the match. He takes a second win, but everybody goes back to the bottom. Then Austin Smooth takes his win over Phobia in the show that we're about to do. And then Flame is going to beat Phobia, which will put Flame is going to beat Smooth, which will put Smooth back down to the bottom after the pay-per-view or big show. All right, here we are. Advanced. And we'll move on to show 4. Let's see what badness happens today. Kip Conduit. Caught smoking. Slap on the wrist. Well, Kip, you're an asshole. So, I'm not going to keep you around that long. Our first angle is Austin Smooth putting over the 4 competitors who are going to be in the next match. So, it's Austin Smooth, Phobia. Now, these guys are out there with him. Oh, it wasn't Mary Mary who won. It was Jane Doe who won. So she's got to get in there as well. Jane Doe. Okay. Jane Doe and Seth Whitehead. So although everyone is out there, Smooth is putting them over. So they're all going to get minor successes in this feud that's out there. But then we have the match. It's a 4-on-4, so we need to get this 4-on-4, and we need to make this an awe match. So create match type, make it an awe 4-on-4, as we have with all the other ones. Just set these up to average for injury and content risk. Select. And it's Phobia, Juliet King, Jane Doe, and Seth Whitehead in a 8-minute match that Phobia is going to win. See no reason to keep anyone strong, but we have to hide some flaws. We'll do a car crash match here. Open and Tanner win because Phobia is evil. Okay. Laura Flame is going to go for Kip Conduit. Not exactly a squash match this time, but that's okay. Open, decisive, because her gimmick is that she's just a no-nonsense fighter. I don't want to give her matches like that. So Laura comes out. Laura stays out after her win. Calls out Austin Smooth and Phobia, who are going to be in the next match. Puts herself over a bit. Not a lot. Tells them that no matter which one of them wins, she's going to beat them anyway. And then we have the final match of the night. Should be a barn burner. Austin Smooth versus Phobia. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Austin Smooth. We're going to keep Phobia strong. I like Phobia. Open. Decisive. So, let's see what we got. Big opening for the show. 36. Not bad. Gonna strong start. Phobia is getting better at a gimmick. Crowd got hot. We advanced the storyline with the segment. Seth Whitehead is getting better in acting. Move on to the next one. 38. This is insane. Jane Doe and Juliet King both doing performance skills. So let's see who we got here. Jane Doe is at the top. She had a 38 performance. That's her 5th match. Juliet King is getting better. She had a 26 performance in her 7th match. So she started with 18 performances at the beginning of the save. Now she's getting 26 performances. That's not bad at all. Phobia put on a hell of a performance. 40. Doing quite well. And then Seth Whitehead in his 7th match put on a 34. 34. He's getting amazing up there too. All right. Moving right along to our 2nd match. Well, 27, and it's all Kip Conduit's fault. Too much smoking for Kip. So Kip is first because Laura's still on the bottom. Oh, they didn't click. They had bad showing in their performance. And no skill rating raises. 17 for Kip Conduit. And in her 7th match, Laura Flame adds a 35. She's a tad on the inconsistent side, I think. She kind of fluctuates up and down. I may have to move the title onto Austin Smooth later, who's very consistent. Then we have another great showing of no worker improvements, but the storyline keeps getting hot. And then we're going to have a nice match of 36. Well, okay. I like that. Austin Smooth was off his game. Which means he hit a 38. So maybe he isn't as consistent. And then Phobia pulled out a 35 performance on his 7th match. Let's move this down. And we're going to take a look here. We're going to looking at a 34-7-8, so a 35. I'm not on the show. I didn't put myself over. 36. 36. That is not horrible. I'm telling you. Okay. All right. So the next day is our last show of the year. I need to name it. I don't even know what I have up there yet. Oh, unread emails. Let's see what happened. Seth Whitehead is complaining about his push. Oh no, Seth. How do you think you should be pushed? Main eventer, I bet. Yep. Sure, Seth, I'll push you as a main eventer, no problem. Was there anything else? Time to heal. Phobia feeling the effects. Too bad, Phobia. Schedule. So, Awe Terror Dome. So let's look up another. We're gonna look something up. Awe Thesaurus. Synonyms for awe. Shock. I like shock. So our next show, which is tonight, an event, 1 hour, and it's gonna be awe, shock to the system. Perfect. Shock to the system is tonight. It's 1 hour long. I'm going to advance to that day. Oh, and there's going to be some more problems. Mean-spirited rib. I'm going to slap on the wrist. Man and Bat will take care of these other things. And again, I think I'm going to try and meddle. Austin Smooth and Laura Flame. No. Yeah. No effect. Oh well, at least I tried. Pick best venue. Alright, so I'm going to have a nice confrontation and sorry. Our first is an angle, which should do really well by us. It's a 5-minute confrontation between Rebel Yell, Austin Smooth, and Seth Whitehead, and Laura Flame, and Juliet King. No one is really going over here. They're just kind of jibber-jabbering at each other as they move into the then we have our 3-way tag team match. We need to create this match too. Make it an awe version of this match, which is just all kinds of risky. And it's going to be Rising Suns, Cult of the Snake, and Fighting the Dog. 8-minute match. I really like Joji, so I want to put him over. We'll make this the car crash match of the night. Open and decisive, because these are some good guys. After that match, Juliet King and Seth Whitehead are forced to tag, and they must face Exclude Booked, Bubblegum Pop. Oh no, Bubblegum Pop! This match is also 8 minutes long. Seth Whitehead is going to take the win. Decisive win for himself. And then after the match, no nonsense, attacks Seth Whitehead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's HIJK, Juliet King, and Laura Flame attacking Seth Whitehead, saved by Austin. Just entertainment all around. I know they use overness a lot, but I really don't understand that. So, Seth Whitehead is neither here nor there, but he gets a low risk. Now, Austin Smooth knocks off 2 people, so he gets a success. Julia King and Laura Flame both got an attack in for a little bit before they were run off, so we're going to give them both minor defeats. Okay. Everyday Heroes over Nightmare Warriors, because it's time for me to lose. It's a 9-minute match. Mary. I'll take the loss. Phobia doesn't have to. Whatever. You know what? We don't want to go too far down. So we're going to keep both of us strong. Open. Make a cheap win. We're going to get ourselves disqualified. Alright. Then we add an angle. Everyday Heroes won, even if they didn't win through their own skill. But they still think they have a chance. So, Jane Doe, Mary, going to talk about how they're going to be next in line to get the titles. Minor successes for them. Then we have our last match. Big match in which Laura Flame is going to defend her title against Austin Smooth for the second, after having won it the first time by beating him. Laura Flame open, all out. We're going to keep Austin strong. This time she can't quite beat him, so it's going to be a tainted win. She has to cheat in the end to retain her title. It's the story we're telling here. Alright, so let's take a look. Our opening segment 39 opens up the show, nice and big, advances the storyline. Nobody got any skill improvements. Triple tag match, 30. It's not great, so let's see. Kip Conduit gets a 21. It's his fifth match. Claire Winters, 29. It's her fifth match. Melvin Otto performs 23. It's his fifth match. I don't know why he has 5 there already. I must have done something wrong. Cobra has a 26. Oh, I must have put it the wrong one. So he's got his 6th match. Dayu, who took the win, 26. He's on his 4th match. And Joji on his 6th match got a 33. Next. 33 for these two. That's not horrible. So that's Juliet King. This performance keeps going up. 28. Faith McGee, 32 on her 7th match. Maria Guest, 34 on her 5th match. And then Seth Whitehead, 37 on his 8th match. Man, some good work right there. Then there's another angle that advances the story. Then we have another big match, 34. So, Mary, 34. She's going up there too, 5. Phobia put in a 35 performance on his 8th match. Oh, I forgot Jane Doe. Jane Doe also put in a 35 performance on her 6th match. And then there's me, who put in a 28 performance on my 6th match. Okay. And we get one more angle from these guys. And then we get our big match. What do you guys think? 40? I think we're going to get a 40. 45! That's a match right there. Laura Flame got a minor concussion. Well then. 48 from Austin Smooth. And Laura Flame got a... Oh, Laura Flame got the 48. I'm going to have to adjust that on her 8th match. And Austin Smooth got a 46. Well then, we need to end this show. Austin Smooth, a lot of backstage heat. Oh. Well, Laura Flame, You are a queen. You've taken a lot of beating. I'm going to praise you for your great performance. Lowest performance of the night was, I think, Kip Conduit. So Kip, I'll be nice about this. I'm gonna give you some encouragement. Tell you to do better. And then who else did really well tonight? 35. Phobia did well, and who's the other 35? There's another 35 in that match. Jane Doe. All right. Yep, Jane Doe. We're gonna give Jane Doe good talking to. We're gonna tell her how she was complimented on her good performance. We're gonna make those speeches. Whew. And then it takes forever. Forever. All right. So let's take a look here. What's going on? I have some emails. Jump right to them. Seth Whitehead is complaining again. No, I don't think that's right. Laura Flame is injured again. This time she's probably going to be out for a while. 27 days with a minor concussion. So she's out for a whole month. So I'm going to have to rotate this story where none of them get 3 wins. That they're always being shot down by the other guy. But let's take a look. Let's go back to here. Let's add a level, move it up, and sort them by name. Let's see how people are pushing today. Auto push. Okay. Austin Smooth is still in the main event. Kip Conduit is now an enhancement talent. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. Claire Winters, a lower mid-carder still. Mid-carder, main eventer, lower mid-carder, main eventer, upper mid-carder, upper mid-carder, still injured. I have at least moved up to a mid-carder. Maria Guest has moved down to a mid-carder. Mary. Oh, wow, she got pushed down on mid-carder too. Oh, then Otto somehow got pushed to an upper mid-carder. Phobia is now in the main event. Seth Whitehead is an upper mid-carder. Let's take a look at overness gains. Let's see what we got. Austin Smooth after the loss. He only went up 1 for the month. Conduit went up to 12. He went up another 4. She went up another 5. Cobra went up another 5 to 14. Faith McGee went up 1 even with all those losses. Dahlia went up 5 to 13. Jane Doe went up 6 to 17. Joji went up 6 to 16. Julia King 5. She went up. Laura Flame went up 3. I went up 7. She went up 4. Which isn't bad when you're constantly losing. Mary went up 4. Melvin Otto got an awful... He was in some good matches. Phobia is way up there. Very nice. Seth Whitehead is way up there too. 17 as well. And then we can take a look at some of our top performances before we call it a day. I'm going to switch this to average match rating. largest to smallest. So Austin Smooth is still our best performer by far. By far. Laura Flame, Joji is still up there. Phobia and Jane Doe really toward the top of the list. These two, myself and Juliet King, are not. I'm kind of floundering around the high 20s just the whole time. But Juliet King is making some obvious strides in both performing and lost quite a bit more money. Let's check one last thing by moving to the 1st of March. And let's see if I have any more skill gains. Okay, so here we go. View my profile. Skill gains. Track progress. Nothing. Hardcore went up. That doesn't really matter. Submissions went up again. Continued raises in basics, psychology, safety, consistency, and selling. Stamina keeps going up, which is good. My power, I'm getting stronger. And at least one of my entertainment skills went up. All right, I think we're doing quite well. So that's it for month 2 and episode 2 of my Road to Glory challenge. Obviously, there's a lot going on here since you get to see behind the scenes all the work that I do. We're up to 2 in the tri-state area. It's not bad. 2 prestige, 10 momentum. We're not taking hits for anything until we start getting into It's funny. Laura Flame's not really mad at him. She's annoyed at getting the injury, just annoyed. Meanwhile, Austin Smooth kind of hates himself for causing it in the first place. Anyway, so that's that. Hope you had a good time, and be back in a couple days to do another one, another month worth. If you have any ideas for where you think the character should go, who should be the next to win the title, as we can get a bigger roster, there'll be more story to go with stuff. But right now, they're just kind of fighting for this title, and they don't know why. And that's it. Have a great day.